Hello, students. Today we are going to do a sonnet by John Milton, When the Assault Was Intended. Now, John Milton is a very important poet of English literature. He actually has written a number of sonnets and a number of poems which rank very important in the history of English literature. This sonnet was written in 1642, probably on November 12, when the Cavaliers were heading towards London and the poet felt that the army is going to attack his house. In 1642, Milton was a strong parliamentarian who had written against the king, and the civil war had commenced, and London was threatened by the advance of the king's army. Now, Milton was staying outside London with his two nephews, and he thought that the king's army is surely going to attack his house, and therefore he wrote this sonnet. Now, he starts with captain or colonel or knight in arms. Now, the poet does not know who is heading or who is the commander of the army which is going to attack on his house, and therefore he says captain, which is one of the rank in the army, or colonel, again here it is a rank in the army, or he says that you are a simple knight. Knight means a brave soldier. So whether you are a captain or a colonel or you are a brave soldier, I do not know who is the commander of the army which is coming to attack us. He says, whose chance on these defenseless doors may seize. So today destiny has given you the opportunity to seize, means attack the defenseless doors of the poet. Why the defenseless doors? Because the poet is not capable of defending himself. He is not a soldier, he is a poet. So the poet says that whoever is the commander, today you have got the opportunity to attack on the defenseless doors of the poet. If deed of honor did thee ever please? So deed of honor means an honorable work, a heroic exploit, a good deed if you want to do. Did thee ever please? Please here means wish to do. So if you want to do a good deed, if you want to do an exemplary work, if you want to do an honorable work, then guard them. So you should guard the house of the poet rather than attacking, and him within protect from harms. So not only you guard the house of the poet, but also guard him within. Him here personifies Milton the poet and his nephews who were living. So he says that you, instead of attacking, you should guard the house of the poet and also guard the poet who is living inside the house and protect him from any harm. Then in the next quatrain, the poet goes on to say how he is going to repay this honorable deed. He can requite thee. Here he is symbolic of the poet. The poet can requite. Requite means repay you, award you, reward you. For he knows the charms that call fame on such gentle act as these. So the poet can reward or repay you because he means the poet knows the charm. Charms means the magical effect of poetry. He knows what is the magical effect of poetry on the people. And through the magical effect of poetry, he can make you famous for such gentle act, for such exemplary work, that is guarding the poet. And he can spread thy name over lands and seas. The poet says that the poet, through the magical effect of poetry, has the power to spread your name over lands and seas, to spread your name far and wide. Whatever clime the sun's bright circle warms, whatever clime means whatever place, whatever region where the sun's rays reach, the poet is going to make you famous on that land. Meaning that the poet can make you famous throughout the world. Lift not thy spear against the muse's bower. The poet asks the colonel not to lift The spear means not to lift any arm, any weapon against the muse's bower. Muse is the goddess of poetry, and bower means the place. So, where does the goddess of poetry live? It lives in the house of the poet. So, the poet says, do not attack with any weapon on the house of the poet. Then he goes on to give two great examples. He says, the great Emathian conqueror bid spare the house of Pindarus. Now, who is the great Emathian conqueror? It is Alexander the Great, who was the king of Emathia, who lived and conquered the world from 356 to 328 BC. So, Emathia is actually a district in Macedonia, and Alexander, who is the conqueror, comes from Macedonia. He was the monarch of Macedonia. So he says that when the great Emathian conqueror, that is King Alexander, he bid spare. He bid spare means he ordered his soldiers not to touch the house of Pindarus. Pindarus, who is Pindarus? Pindar actually is the great Greek lyric poet from 522 to 422 BC. So, the poet says that Alexander, who was such a great conqueror, he also was influenced and he respected Pindarus, and he told his soldiers not to touch the house of Pindar when temple and tower went to the ground. When his soldiers attacked Greece and they were destroying all the temples, all the towers, all the buildings. They were actually eradicating and destroying the total civilization. But the great Emathian conqueror, he ordered his soldiers not to touch the house of the great poet Pindar. Then the second example he gives is, and the repeated air of sad Electra's poet had the power to save the Athenian walls from ruin bare. So the second example the poet gives is of Euripides, the sad Electra's poet. Electra is a tragedy which is written by Euripides, who is a great Greek tragic poet. And he has written Electra, which is one of the greatest tragedy written in Greek literature. So he says, and the repeated air means the dialogues, the songs of the great tragedy Electra. It saved the Athenian walls from ruin bare. It saved the city of Athens from being totally destroyed. Actually, what happens was that the Lacedaemonian army, it attacked Athens, and the Lacedaemonian general, when they entered into Athens, Electra the tragedy was being played, which is written by Euripides. When the general heard the sad and tragedy of Electra, the dialogues, the songs of the tragedy, he was so moved that he said that he is not going to destroy this great city of Athens, and he ordered his soldiers to retreat. So the poet gives two examples and says that when these great conquerors, they could save the house of the poet, then why not you? So this is what he expects from the commander of the army which is going to attack. Thank you.